All right, guys. Well, I'm back today with a Tac Knives President's Day sale, as well as introducing a new micro premium out the front knife, the Benji. Now, I've been working with Tac Knives for years now, and they sent over their new micro OTF for me to try out. And on top of that, it was right around President's Day, so they announced their President's Day sale, and it actually includes the brand new release of the Benji. Now, this is going to be a very compact OTF knife that's going to get you around a lot of knife length restrictions in different states, but still giving you a fully capable knife for everyday tasks and, dare I say it, personal defense with an OTF. Now, the action on this is pretty cool, and we'll take a look at these more in a second, but I also want to talk about some other ways to save during this President's Day sale. The first thing is if you place an order over $50, you'll actually get a free Tac Knives pen knife. The second way is going to be using the code 704TACTICAL for 15% off, which is going to be the steepest and deepest discount you're going to be able to get right now on all of these items, including the sale items. And they updated their sale page with things like multi-tools and other OTFs, and you can really save a lot of money. Now let's get back into talking about the Benji. It's available in about, I'd say 4 different configurations, 2 different color variations. So 4 knives total, and you're looking at them all right here. The first one that I want to discuss is going to be the red handle version. Now, this is pretty cool because overall it's only about 5.82 inches and the blade length is 2.16 inches. It's a D2 stonewash finish, and D2 is a pretty decent steel, especially on an OTF. A lot of them are using cheaper steels. Now, this is actually T661 aluminum, 6061 aluminum handles, and it's anodized. It's really got that carbon fiber inlay there that looks pretty darn freaking awesome. Now, you've got the blue carbon fiber inlay and the red carbon fiber inlay, so depending on what you like. Now, it's got a fairly deep carry pocket clip, a little lanyard hole in the back, and the pocket clip is nice on these because it's not too small, even though it's a tiny knife. It actually fits comfortably in your pocket. The ergonomics is very nice, very simple, very elegant. It's got some jimping on the bottom of the knife to get some grip, and the action is super stout, super smooth. And I can do that all day. It hasn't failed on me yet. Just a strong, solid action, but not overly hard to deploy. Super lightweight knife. I love the nimbleness and fidgetiness of this knife. Now, it's available in 2 different profiles. You've got the Wharncliffe and you've got the drop point. I'm partial to the drop point, especially with the profile of the knife. The drop point just makes sense to me. It looks good. It feels good. I feel like it's a practical knife, and it's very well proportioned with this one itself. Now, let's take a look at some of the blue carbon fiber inlay. Love the blue. So for me, if I had to pick one out of all of these, I'm picking the blue drop point. I just love the way it looks. Again, the action on all of these is great, and I've never had an action on one of these fail on me. Tac Knives is producing some pretty awesome stuff here recently, and I love their new OTFs. Let's take a look at that Wharncliffe right there with that blue color variation, and you're going to see that each one is going to be a little bit different pattern, so each one is unique. So if you're a color matcher in your EDC, this is pretty cool to add to your collection and do some interesting color matching. But now let's talk about the rest of the sale, including some of the multi-tools that these guys are offering at really reduced rates for President's Day sale. Now, these generally sell for $50. I think that's a little high, and I've seen them on sale a lot, as low as $20, but they dropped the price down to $14.95. After my discount code, you can actually get these for about $12.50. Now, these are pretty cool because this particular one has a blade and scissors, and this is one of my favorite models of the bunch because it's got those scissors, which are incredibly usable. And then on the back here, you've got this push button, which is really nice. It helps you kind of deploy all of the rest of the blades, where you've got the saw, the bottle opener, and then more of a serrated blade, and it has a window breaker on the end. So very usable multi-tools. I like to keep these in little pouches on different plate carriers, battle belts, things like that. Let's take a look at this one. You've got your blade. This one may be almost almost identical. Let's see. Nope, it's a little different, and there's two different variations available. This one actually has the screwdriver and flathead. So if you're looking for more of a tool style multi-tool, this one's going to have the flathead and the Phillips head, as well as the scissor still. And the other one's going to be more of like what I would consider like a survival multi-tool with saws and serrated blades. And both of them are on sale for $15. They also have some of the defensive Sharpies on sale with Delrin and G10 spikes. They have some EDC titanium tools, which I haven't seen this cheap in a while. And they actually have some blue etched titanium ones, which would be pretty cool with the Benji if you're, again, color matching an EDC. And all of that in, info and linking, as well as the discount info, will be in the description below. Let me know your thoughts about this new Benji. I like it, but I want to hear your opinion if you would ever carry a little mini OTF. I like throwing them in my pocket. It's a fun little interesting way to open boxes and kind of use as an EDC knife every day, and it's more interesting if somebody's kind of looking on. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.